Hello, it's Lucas here, and I've got a LEGO set showcase for you. This is set 6940, the Alien Moon Stalker. It came out in 1986 and is nearly 40 years old. This is truly one of the greatest sets in the classic space era, and it's such a beauty to have here. Over to my left is the original instructions that came out with this set back in 1986. We'll open these up, and you can just see those old LEGO graphics, and in the bottom of the corner, you can see the 1986 LEGO Group stamp. But this is just a real great set to have. Just look at that old art style. It's so amazing. So let's get into it. Now this, of course, was bought secondhand, and it is missing one minifigure, which is the blue classic spaceman. But if we pull up here, we'll grab this minifigure out of the front. This is the classic red LEGO spaceman. I should be more gentle with him, but this minifigure is from 1986, and you can definitely tell. But at the same time, the quality of this minifigure is still so good. It really holds up to the new LEGO minifigures. It's the same quality, the same look, the same feel. And it's such a great minifigure. So good. Now, this set is just packed full of different features. Down on the legs, you can see there are compartments which hold these crystals. And these crystals actually have more of a feature later, which we'll look at. But one of my favorite features of this set is the way these legs move. You can see they have this lovely shuffling feature, so it looks like it's walking. It's just so cool to see. And then right up here in the front is the cockpit of this craft. You can see there's one of these old control panel pieces that don't exist anymore, and then this lovely classic space logo, still in very good condition. But moving back, there's these antennas and these nice red antenna pieces. They don't make stuff like this anymore, I don't think, so it's really cool to see. But then moving up, there are these old tube pieces, and then the rockets, which just launch straight out of the top. They get snagged a few times, but they're just these really nice, simple white and black rockets. There's two of them in the set. It's a really cool, fun play feature, and you can just slide these back in whenever you're ready to put them back all together. And then moving on further, this is the back module, and you can see more of those control pieces, which of course have since been discontinued, which is a real shame because they look really nice. And then you've got these pieces which on the original Galaxy Explorer were used as thrusters or like stabilizers, I believe. And then this really nice printed classic space control panel, which these are always such a treat to get. And then at the end, more pieces that don't exist anymore with this really nice claw, which you can use to grab the space rocks that come with the set. So you can see, you can just hold it right in there. And then of course you can stow it away in this compartment whenever you're ready to get rid of it. But now, to see the coolest feature in my opinion, and this is something that happens so often in old classic space sets, which is just a real shame that they don't do it anymore, but it's the modularity of this thing. You can pull off the front section right here, and then this back section, and you can also pull off this, revealing a really nice printed tile. But then you can put this here, and you can slide this in, and now you've got a little ship, which I just love this little thing. I think this is so cool. So cool. It also uses these old wedge plates, which didn't have any holes back then, and also had a sharp ending rather than now there's parts that go all the way up to there, or studs that go all the way up to there. It's just such a cool build. And it's crazy to see this kind of stuff coming out in 1986. It just shows how good of a company Lego is when this is what they were making in 1986. And I think it really holds up to modern day standards. And I think that's also what made classic space such a important theme in Lego history, is just sets like this, which are just so good. So good. It's also all in that lovely old gray color. So it's not the same as new gray, of course, which I also think is pretty cool. But there it is. So many old pieces, outdated pieces, and it's a lovely set. It's one of my favorites. It's no class or Galaxy Explorer or Space Transporter, but it's certainly an amazing set. It's also got these windows, which I didn't mention, that can open up. But anyway, that's all that I have for this set. I don't usually do reviews like this, and it's been a really long time since I've done a Lego set review, but I think this is a very fitting set to have a review on. And I can do another one. I have one other classic space set at the moment, and depending on how well this video does, I will make a video on that set. If this video does well, then I'll show off that set, because this actually isn't my oldest set. The other set is. The oldest set, or my oldest set is 6 years older than this, which is crazy. It came out in 1980, and I'll show that off if this video does well. But there it is. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you subscribe, but you don't have to, of course. Also, make sure to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.